I'm sorry, Zeltik, but
Can glue it by pressing A again.
I don't think gluing a wheel to the side of a piece of wood is gonna make that wheel spin. I don't think that wheel's gonna be spinning anywhere. Alright, so recently guys, as you can see, there has been a ton of brand new Tears of the Kingdom gameplay released onto the internet. And I haven't watched any of them. I have heard a couple of things that are apparently shown off here. I hear that Korok seeds are back apparently, and also that the cooking has been changed. There's been updates to cooking. I don't know. Let's go find out. Let's watch some of these videos here. So particularly, one of the videos I do want to take a look at first here is this one by Gamexplain, where they go over 20 details about Tears of the Kingdom. So I think this might be like a highlight kind of video of like some of the cool things.
We recently had the opportunity to actually play over an hour of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, aren't you lucky?
Taught us a lot about the game. Returning items, what happens when you fuse meat arrows, different mechanics.
Hold up, mag it up, I'm sorry. We might be pausing a decent amount here. I did see this a little bit, so the new way to change through your like runes and abilities here is with like an item wheel instead of the whole like scrolling left and right system. This is a lot more convenient than scrolling left and right. A lot of other games have this type of thing, even other Zelda games have this type of thing.
If you fuse raw meat to an arrow, making a meat arrow. Well, the internet asked, and we had to answer. Firing it off near an enemy will serve as bait. We fired this meat arrow near a moblin, and it was swiftly distracted by the food.
That's okay, that makes sense. That's I think a lot of people kind of predicted it would be like that.
You can throw materials. Did you know that you can throw materials instead of fusing them to arrows? If you press the R button to prepare to throw your weapon,
is that a pickaxe?
Like in Breath of the Wild,
Hold on. Okay, throwing items is cool. Before you can only just drop them on the ground. This man just got straight up a... No, it's a sword fused with another item to look like a pickaxe. I thought we were about to like literally Minecraft out here.
Throwing materials can be helpful short range.
Nice.
While fused to arrows can be more helpful for long range.
Yeah, you don't gotta waste an arrow then.
Number 3, confuse enemies with muddle buds. These purple flowers seem to put enemies in a confused or frenzied state. We see Link fuse one to an arrow, and when it hits the enemies, it creates a small cloud. All of the enemies affected by it begin to attack each other.
I wonder, like, can you confuse a Lionel then? And have the Lionel attack other enemies for you? I can have a pet Lionel fight for me. He might start attacking me, though, because he's confused.
Bomb flowers are back. You know, the things from classic Zelda games.
Okay, I did hear about this. This was another thing that was kind of, I heard already before looking at this gameplay. Bomb flowers, they're in other Zelda games. I guess it's how we make bomb arrows. Bomb arrows solve everything. Hopefully we can get a lot of these bomb flowers. I'm about to be a bomb flower farmer and just farming for bomb flowers so I can get tons of bomb arrows.
That they can be fused to weapons. And trust me, it is just as explosive as you would expect.
That seems yeah, he just died. I was like, what's... You can fuse them to your weapons, but that's just a death wish. You're gonna be a suicide bomber.
Number 5, weapons cannot fuse multiple times. Weapon fusing is a huge part of this game. But it does have its limits.
I was wondering.
You cannot fuse some terrifying amalgamation of 3 swords, a rock, and a pitchfork. One item fused per weapon.
Also, we saw quick changes to the menu here. We have a lot of white now. Basically, like, everything was black in Breath of the Wild. Now we're in light mode instead of dark mode.
After the recent gameplay demonstration, we were trying to figure out what this green symbol means. Well, now we know that it represents this gumball machine. Which is actually a dispenser for Zonai devices. You put some Zonai charge materials in, and it dispenses random Zonai devices. And the...
Bro, we have Gasha now. Yo, listen, first Genshin Impact copied Breath of the Wild. Now Breath of the Wild's copying Genshin Impact.
These devices are the different vehicle parts that we've seen in various trailers, like the fans, wheels, rockets, and so much more. Number 7, you can cook anywhere now, but cooking works largely the same way it did in Breath of the Wild. You pick a few materials to hold in the materials menu, then toss them into the cooking pot. But this time around, you can use a portable pot to cook anywhere.
Bro, we got camping gear out here. We have a portable stove to cook anywhere. Oh, do you need to get that from, it looks like the same little Gasha mechanic thingy from the the other things.
You can view recipes when selecting ingredients to cook, or when looking at the recipe of some cooked food from the menu.
That's
it brings up a nice scrolling menu of different numbered recipe cards.
I gotta say, that was one thing I really was annoyed about with Breath of the Wild, was I never remembered all the recipes. I always had to go online, search up the recipes.
We saw this battery icon appear when Link used the fan. Well, now we know more about it.
Whoa!
These batteries are used when working with the
you
Zonai
can go
device.
fast!
It's almost like a magic meter, or a stamina meter
And he has a lot of
specifically
battery.
for the Zonai devices. And they're tied to these vials at Link's hip. So during our gameplay, Link has 4 vials, and therefore 4 batteries, as we can see in the menu. But we also got to see Link with only 3 vials, and likewise, only 3 batteries. There's also a battery Zonai device, which can be placed on the vehicle, and these batteries will drain before Link's do. Number 9.
That makes sense. We actually saw that in one of the trailers when the vehicles had that. So I'm assuming there's a way to like upgrade the amount of vials you have, which will upgrade like your battery life for your vehicles and whatnot. Because that was a concern when I first saw those vehicles in that gameplay trailer. The battery drained very fast, and I was like, "Oh, can I not use them very much? I have to wait for them to recharge all the time. Can I upgrade my battery?" And I'm very glad we can upgrade that battery life.
There are a ton of different things that you can craft with Ultra Hand. And thankfully, there's a way to streamline the process.
I think I saw this too, by the way. I heard about this.
We can't talk much about it, unfortunately, but rest assured that there is a way to speed the process up. Number 10, you can
Okay, they say they can't talk about it, but I can maybe talk about it. I think there's a way you can save, like, let's say you make a vehicle, you can save that vehicle as like a preset, so then you can just make it again really easily without having to, like, rebuild it from scratch, I think I heard that's a thing.
We got to see a new Sheikah Tower up close. We can't tell you what it does, but this one in particular in Hyrule Field was surrounded by an enemy camp filled with tons of bokoblins, moblins,
Hyrule
and
Field
even
Skyview
these new
Tower.
big bokoblins. Number 12.
Interesting. So I think it's speculated. They say they can't say because they're under embargo by Nintendo, by the way. I think I've seen people speculate that instead of going up to the top of the tower, you now are going to go down. The towers will lead you under the ground. And I think that it looks pretty much like that might be the case just off of what I'm seeing right now.
Some enemies are armored. When we invaded this bokoblin camp, one in particular stood out to us.
He looks cool.
No, not just this big bokoblin revealed in an earlier trailer. This one, which appears to be wearing some sort of stone armor.
Can I steal that armor and wear it myself?
No new swimming mechanics.
What?
Swimming seems to be the same as it was before.
Oh, man. I remember I got a comment saying that there was going to be swimming and being able to go underwater. But Gamexplain is saying it's not. Like I said, man, if you go off of speculation, you might be wrong. You get your hopes up too much.
Did you know that while diving, you can also pull out your bow?
Oh, that looks cool. I can already see the Breath of the Wild combat montages, Tears of the Kingdom combat montages right now.
Number 17. Korok seeds are back. Like it or not, the Korok seeds are here in Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. Like I said, Korok seeds are back. I saw a lot of people disappointed about this because they're like, oh no, not Korok seeds again. Personally, I am very mixed on Korok seeds. I don't love them. I don't hate them. But I think they're a fun bonus thing to do in Breath of the Wild. Like, you come across them, do a little puzzle. The issue with them was that the puzzles were very repetitive. You'd find ones that were very similar. Oh, put this box inside the hole. Put this rock in the spot the rock needs to be. It got old fast, especially because there was 900 of these things. So, as long as they improve the puzzles and make the puzzles better and more variety, I'm fine with them being back. I'm still not going to find all of them, though.
So we saw some Korok puzzles during our gameplay, and we helped a Korok with a large backpack find their friend, which rewarded us with 2 Korok seeds.
Oh.
Seemingly 1 per Korok.
That's nice, that's new.
In Breath of the Wild, these would expand Link's weapon, shield, or bow inventory when given to Hetsu. We think they'll play the same role here in Tears of the Kingdom, since Link's inventory seems pretty limited once again.
Interesting. So that's kind of cool. You can do quests, it seems.
It seems you can earn more than 1 at times.
And get Korok seeds rather than just solving a puzzle.
The map is layered. While the map display looks pretty similar to how it did in Breath of the Wild.
That makes sense, actually. Also,
now a
we haven't seen this new map layout. we don't have the Sheikah Slate anymore, so what are we looking at here at the map? Is this in Link's arm? Is he saying this in his eyes? How does he, I don't know, maybe it's not built-in lore map like the Sheikah Slate was, but it looks cool, very similar to the Breath of the Wild one. It makes sense that it's layers, because we're going to have the floating island layer, the normal Hyrule ground layer, and the underground layer.
Toggle on the left to change between the surface of Hyrule and the sky islands up above.
Oh, wait, is there no underground area map? There probably is. Maybe they just don't have it showing here.
Can we go treasure hunting? Link opens a treasure chest to reveal an old map inside, which indicates a marked spot on the map.
Minecraft. We are Minecraft. This is literally something like in Minecraft. You find a map, you follow the map, get treasure. Awesome. That was fun in Minecraft. That's always fun. And I love chess. I like this.
No Labo VR. While we can't say for certain, we're pretty sure that Tears of the Kingdom will not support the Labo VR.
No! Why? No Labo. Terrible game, guys. Absolutely. Throw it in the trash. Not worth $70. I'm kidding, guys. It's a joke. I don't care about Labo at all, so this doesn't bother me. I think we'll watch the one by Zeltik here, which is pretty cool that he got a copy. He's one of the bigger Zelda channels on YouTube, and imagine being a huge Zelda fan like he is, and getting an early copy of the new Zelda game. Man, I wish Nintendo loved me like that. I wouldn't be complaining about the game costing $70 if I got the game for free. I'm just saying that, Nintendo.
Last week, I had the honor of being invited to Nintendo of Europe's headquarters to join a preview session for Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Wait, so he didn't get an early copy of the game?
The first section took place on this area, known as the Great Sky Island.
Oh, the
Again, I wasn't able to...
Great Sky Island, Great Plateau. I see. This definitely is the Great Plateau of Tears of the Kingdom here.
I got the impression that the Great Sky Island is comparable in size to Breath of the Wild's Great Plateau. Perhaps slightly smaller, but it seems even more detailed.
Makes sense,
there are
makes sense.
tunnels and caves leading between areas, enemy construct encampments, and even friendly constructs you can talk to, like the ranger construct seen in
you can talk. Okay,
session.
They're just friendly ones. You can talk. Why are ones evil then?
I did also try whistle sprinting, an easy glitch in Breath of the Wild that allows for faster movement.
Oh, this was okay. This was actually gonna be one of the first things I was gonna try out in Tears of the Kingdom when it drops, but I guess he already checked it out. Is whistle sprinting still in the game? I'm gonna guess no, but it could be yes. I mean, Nintendo never patched out the main game. Maybe it still exists. It's still the same engine. I'm gonna say no, because Nintendo doesn't like glitches.
It's not possible in Tears of the Kingdom.
There it is, it's not. I was correct.
I fought and defeated the Golem construct boss, which was called a Flux construct. It was a much bigger boss fight than I thought it'd be. It made use of almost all of Link's new abilities, and took on multiple forms throughout the fight. A humanoid, a rolling box that tries to crush
sounds
Link,
cool.
and a flat plane, which you can ascend through. It was a really great fight, and I can imagine there are no end of different ways to defeat it.
I love boss fights, by the way, so I'm very excited for fighting all the bosses.
One of the new Sheikah towers we've seen dotted across Hyrule in this game. This one isn't as friendly as you'd expect, however.
Were any of the towers in Breath of the Wild friendly?
To complete these objectives, I had to make use of the new abilities I'd practiced on the Great Sky Island, both for combat and exploration.
It took him that long to ascend through a plank of wood?
By the end of the session, I had no problems at all rotating things quickly and accurately.
I really love that they let you rotate things now, because not being able to rotate things with Magnesis in Breath of the Wild was annoying.
In Tears of the Kingdom, all Zonai technology is powered by batteries. Most of the time, this is the energy cell Link has strapped to his
Or they just disappeared?
Which, it seems, can be upgraded
Why did they
throughout
disappear?
the game with more power. These battery meters appear whenever Zonai technology is active. Once depleted,
even the fire thing.
You can also add additional batteries to Zonai machines, which will deplete before any of Link's energy cells do. Throughout my sessions,
Okay, I wonder if by the end of the game, like how many of these battery things we're gonna get, because You know, like that flying machine glitch in Breath of the Wild. You can fly endlessly as long as you don't screw up like I did a whole bunch of times. And I wondered just like how powerful of a machine can you fly across the entire map on a single battery charge by the end of the game? I hope so.
So that the fire and hot air was propelled into the balloon. This worked, though I didn't have any way to steer the vehicle because
you have to smack it to turn it on, but as we saw, his stick just took damage from smacking it. That's kind of annoying that we have to waste our weapon durability on turning on and off these machines.
With my first objective complete, I then took to the skies, using a new method not seen before in trailers or gameplay demos that, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show here. Ultra Hand.
you got my hopes up, and they just said, nope, can't show it.
These Zonai platforms are found everywhere in the sky, their gimmick being that they aren't affected by gravity. They can be moved with Ultra Hand or Zonai devices, but will come to a stop without falling.
That's
another mode of transport on the Sky Islands was the Stone Glider. With Ultra Hand,
this from what I've seen, this looks so fun. Just to fly around like this.
Handlebars to one, creating a proper flying machine that I had full control over.
Dude, you can just skydive. I wonder how crazy you can get with it. Can I do a backflip, a barrel roll? I wonder if we can put a gun on that thing and we'll go full Star Fox mode.
As you can imagine, was incredible.
Wow, the speed is crazy. Dude, how is this game going to hold up? Like, how is it not going to drop frames? How is it not going to start loading? How does it keep a consistent frame rate when we're flying super fast over top of things?
Defeating a blue moblin won't just reward you with some guts and a crude club, you'll always get a blue moblin horn, which adds a pretty sizable 13 damage to whatever you fuse it to.
That's good. This is more reasons to fight enemies. That is always great.
I went to my inventory, dropped a Zonai flame emitter, and fused it to a shield, creating a flamethrower, which the boss bokoblin did not like. I got him down to a tiny bit of health, fused a sapphire to an arrow to make an ice arrow, then killed myself with it.
You had me for, I was like, hey, that's cool. And then you just go, oh, new game over screen. Kind of, it has the little Tears of the Kingdom Ouroboros symbol-y thingy.
You can fuse anything. I made an acorn arrow, which I don't think did
what does it do?
Other than add 1 extra point of damage, but it delivered the killing blow anyway.
Acorn arrows, okay.
As you'd expect for a boss.
I could already see there's gonna be some YouTuber out there, some Zelda YouTuber out there, beating Tears of the Kingdom with only acorn arrows. Actually, they're probably gonna do meat arrows first.
Like attaching a Zonai rocket to a weapon or shield.
Dude, that seems so fun.
Link into the sky.
I'm kind of sad they seem to disappear pretty quickly though.
At one point, I faced a Zonai construct on a floating platform who tried to snipe me with arrows fused with rockets.
You can put rockets down here.
To use recall on a rocket to send it back.
Rocket arrows?
Construct, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like this is possible. So I opted to send my own rocket back with the bow.
Rocket arrows are cool, okay.
There is a height limit on this ability. Here, it wouldn't allow me to ascend to the higher parts of the bridge, only the lower end from the tower.
I was really wondering about what the limitations of this ability would be.
After using this ability, giving you time to assess the surroundings and make a plan.
Yeah, so the height limit, that makes sense. So you can't just ascend all the way to a sky island. Alright guys, so unfortunately I don't have very much time on my hands, so that will have to be doing it for this video, and I gotta say, the game's looking pretty good. If you guys enjoyed and want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, let me know what you guys think about this new gameplay in the comment section below. You guys know I'm always talking to people down there. My name is Mr. Nice Guy, and I will talk to you later. Shoutouts to Ashton, Alistair, Allison, Amro, Theodore, Roxy, Suacat, Jessica, Your Favorite Idiot, Nintendo Boy, TVR, Goldie, Odd, Jammy, Santa, Redscape, Velvet, Finn, Quinn, Cheese, Great Gaming Game, Neve, Tristan, Darth Noodle, Fluffy Deer, Melissa, Ketchup, Happy Sammer, Aid, Overweight Possum, Brooke, and Lauren for supporting me on Patreon or being a member on my channel.